Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They showed off the athletic Jimmer. That's scary. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run once more with Taylor. Dancing away at the 35. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Foles. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Throwing on second down. Foles. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now Foles. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and he'll look at his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disciplined.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 24. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Not a whole lot got there, the defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A great pickup there, 35 yards. Obviously the first down to go along with it. 3-0 after one on EA. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Murray off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
You got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So matching field goals are opening 2 drives.
It feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There's Foles. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 24, Foles. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 76 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cards have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. So, you sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, Conner. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
Defense to preserve. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Arizona. 52 yards. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Murray going to fire one out wide. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Foles. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Nick Vigil, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
Dyson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And going right back to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.